Hi everybody, it's Nika. It's been a while since I've posted any videos, and I've still been creating, but I just wanted to take a step back and take a breather and get my bearings. It's been kind of crazy over here. But anyways, so this is a project I'd like to share with you. It's for a swap over at the scrapbeach.ning.com. It is a personal group swap. So it's a swap that 6 of us decided to do. The ladies asked me if I'd like to join them, and I said sure. It is a Valentine or romance kind of a card friend swap. So I'll get to those in a minute. We are supposed to make 2 card friends and 5 sets of 2 card friends. So I'll show you that in a moment. First I'm going to show you the box that I created for the card fronts. You guys know me in packaging. If you're going to make something nice, you might as well go all the way and make the packaging nice as well. And a few of these card fronts are going all the way down to South Africa. And so I wanted to make sure that the card fronts wouldn't get ruined at all during shipping. The long way down there. So this is what I did for the packaging. I used lightweight chipboard to make the box, and I'll show you guys in a bit how I come about making my boxes, because there's some of you who are asking how I do my boxes and how I make them, and it's really simple. You just have to do the measurements and everything like that. But I left it really plain. So this is the front, and then the sides are plain, and then the back also has this paper. This is from Hobby Lobby paper. It is haberdashery. Really, really nice paper. I love that it's on craft. It's craft-based paper. Let me see if I can flip through it really fast. It's got glitter accents. It's really nice. I used this paper on one of the card fronts, and really, really pretty. You'll also see that I cut out some of the chairs, and you'll see that in a minute when I show you the card fronts. So really, really pretty paper. It's really stylish, I guess. And the paper that I used for the front is just some line paper, and I think I might have used all of it. Let me see. Yeah, I think I used all of the line paper. But anyways, so all I did was line the boxes, and I left it really plain like this on purpose because they can take the box and customize it to anything that they want. They can take different pattern paper, because the black and the craft are really generic. It's just completely neutral colors. The lighting's kind of bad here. Let's see if I can turn on my lamp, and it'll make it a little better. Maybe a little bit. Let me adjust this. Sorry, I'm still trying to find the best way to video my things, my cards and all. Okay, maybe that'll be better. Anyway, so I left it really generic so that they can take like any other kind of pattern paper, stick it on the sides, and then they can customize the front. None of this stuff is glued down at all. The doily back here, I tied everything with seam binding, and then I put this doily on the back, and then the flowers are weaved underneath through some of the holes in the doilies back there. It's just weaved underneath and then up again, and then the stems are what holds it in place. So none of these flowers are going anywhere, but to open the box, all they have to do is pull the bow, the pink seam binding bow. Just pull that apart and everything will fall apart, and they can open the box very easily. So I really wanted to make sure that nothing got messed up and that they could reuse every single thing that's on this box. So I thought that would be pretty neat. So I just have to write a note to tell them, don't cut the ribbon, you can reuse it, just pull the bow apart and everything will fall apart. So I customized the tags. which with each of their initials, and I just blinged it up a little bit. I used the stamp of tags that Yolanda gave me in our swap. Thank you, Yolanda. I love it. I love those tags. So I just used the Vintage Market, the Tim Holtz Vintage Market, and just put their initials. This is some seam binding that I stuck on some cardstock. Look here. So I took the same pink seam binding, I stuck it on some white cardstock with my ATG, and then I just used a heart punch. This is the only heart punch I have. It's a double heart punch from EK Success. So I just took this, see the tiny one in there? I just took it, I put this through, punched it out, and then that's what I used for the hearts. Put some pearls, and then in the back it has handmade by me. So that's for the boxes, and I've already done 4. So let me get the one that I don't have done, and I will show you. Oh, I forgot to, see, I forgot to show you my process. So this is the actual sketch that I did for the box that I made. It has the dimension. My cards are A2 size, which is 4.5 or 4.25 by 5.5. So as you can see here, I made the box just 1/8 of an inch larger to make sure that, you know, there's breathing space for the cards, but I didn't want it too open so that they'd move all over the place during shipping. So I just drew, first I drew my rectangle for my card and then the space, and then I wanted flaps on the end so that they'd overlap and create the box part. And then I wanted a flap up here so that you can close it. And let me get the box. If I can find it. Oh, here it is. So this is the flap. So as you can see, right up here, this top one is the flap. This measurement here is this part, and then this, the original drawing that I had, is this part, and then it just wraps around. So what I did was I added up all the measurements so that I knew how big to cut my lightweight chipboard, and then I also added up the measurements going up. Originally, I wanted the tab, this tab right here, this tab. I wanted it to be 1 inch, but it came out to being 12 1/4, so I just knocked it down to 3/4 of an inch so that it had a straight 12-inch measurement, because I have the 12 by 12 lightweight chipboard sheets from Michaels. So, and then I put a legend here. This is, those 3 marks means that's where I wanted to cut it so that the tabs could be glued to the bottom, and then there's also tabs right here to kind of hold the top part up in place so that it doesn't go too far down. So that's what that is. So if you wanted to make one of these boxes, these are the measurements. And that's my process for making all of my boxes. I take the measurements, I measure everything, and then I put it all together like that. So that's for the boxes. Let me put this aside somewhere where they won't get squished. And then here's what's inside. I put little gifts inside. It also cushions the cards. So like I put in some of this light pink bling mesh. There's like a foot in there, and it's 4.5 inches wide. I put some doilies. This is the same doily that I used on the front of the box underneath the ribbon. So I put a few of those in there. And then I also have some of the, I don't know if you can see it, the calla lily sprays or flowers, and then another type of doily. Really cute. So I packaged that and I put them in there. And then these are the cards that I made. So this is the first one. And I used images on both of them. I'm trying to get better at coloring. So this is the little girl. On this card, I used this paper also from Hobby Lobby. It's their Valentine paper, Vintage Amour, which I thought was awesome. It's so vintagey. And it's not overtly Valentine's-y. I don't really like the screams Valentine's at me kind of a thing. So I like that it was toned down a bit here. So that's what I did. I used some brown double face satin ribbon. That's also from Hobby Lobby. There's some, I think this is I Am Roses. I think this is I Am Roses rose. And then these are from Michaels from their $1.50 bin like last year. Added some pearls, sweeter than sugar. And this is the stamps that I used from the greeting card. It's Oliver and Amelia Valentine. And I used her. She's so adorable. And all I did was I glittered her really big bow and the heart, her shoes, and the little hearts on her skirt. And then I just colored the skirt pink, the same pink that I colored her star in. So that's her again. Super cute. And I glittered. I don't know if you can see. Well, not glittered. I shinied up these flowers a lot. They are super shimmery. I used my homemade Glimmer Mist kind of a mixture to do that. And this is a heart doily from Michaels in their baking section that I got last year. So that's my first card front. And then this is my second one. I'm not really that great at making cards, which is kind of why I don't do them so much, but it's practice. Practice makes perfect. So this is my second one. I used the same doily and I layered that on top of this Lacy Ovals Spellbinders die cut. I used a Martha Stewart butterfly punch there, some more I Am Roses. This is some of the fabric flower that I got when I was back home on Guam last summer. And then this is a stamp, one of the $1.50 stamps from Michaels last year. It's this one. Oops, there's like a whole bunch of junk on it. I'm sorry. Happy Valentine's Day, and I just made a banner out of that and embossed it with some red pearlescent stuff. And then the stamps that I used for this was Miss Anya Hats Off, and I used the one in the middle there. She's so stinking cute. It's so adorable. And then this is the chair. I have her sitting on those chairs that I fussy cut out of the haberdashery paper. And then I paper pieced her clothes. I colored her hat, and pretty much everything except for her clothes, which I paper pieced. And then she's holding a glittered heart. You can see in the original stamp she's not holding anything, but I wanted it to be a little more Valentine's-y, so I cut out these glittered hearts. And then I paper pieced her arm on top of it so that it looks like she's holding the heart while she's sitting down and being all cute. And then I also shimmered the heck out of these flowers. I don't know if you can see it because they're white and my lighting is still horrible, but I shimmered the heck out of them. They are super shimmery. So those are my two card fronts. And then my box again. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys are having a great, wonderful weekend, and I will catch you guys later with another project. Thanks for watching. Bye!